Hey guys, it's the Invisible Joan over here, and I've been gone for a few days, but no worries, I'm back with another exploit video for you guys. And in today's match, I'm going to be in the Lakeside Village, which I think is one of, if not the most hardest map for exploit because the map is kind of big, and also there's a boat over there, and you cannot plant any trees in anywhere at the boat. So if the survivors choose to loop around the boat, it'll be kind of troublesome. I'm gonna plant a tree over here, and I'm gonna control where the souls spawn, because there's actually a way for you to control where the souls spawn when you plant a tree, and I'm gonna be sure to make a video about that in the future. Anyways, I'm gonna hit the perfumer once, and I finally unlocked my level 1 ability, because in larger maps, level 1 ability is pretty crucial in shrinking the gap between us and the survivors, because Exploit tends to struggle if the survivors keep on switching locations. I'm gonna continue to go after the perfumer over here, and I think she's gonna go down real soon, and you can see here that I had a charged attack, but what I meant to do is to use a soul, but I accidentally pressed the wrong button. And here you can see that I got the perfumer down, and I was actually kind of surprised that I managed to hit the perfumer, because I thought that the hits would rebound off the window, because this has happened to me a lot of times. And like when I was ballooning this perfumer, I did not see the coordinator, and I got lucky that the coordinator did not immediately fire a flare gun at me, otherwise it'll be troublesome. And I'm gonna immediately land a hit so that I can recover real fast with a berserker, and now she's in half health, meaning that she cannot save that easily the next time. And I'm gonna plant another tree and hit I aimed to hit the perfumer with the soul, but unfortunately I hit the coordinator instead, and I'm gonna miss a perfect opportunity to hit the perfumer, and I also missed the silver here. So you can see that even though I won this match, I actually still made a lot of mistakes. So yeah, we all learn from our mistakes. So yeah, you'll see that I still made a lot of mistakes in this match. Anyways, I chose to ignore the perfumer because I think that it will take me kind of a while to down the perfumer, and I did not want the coordinator to get up. Also, like, if I chair the coordinator right now, it will force the mercenary to come and save, and it would disrupt the survivor's decoding rhythm, because right now they only have one cipher done. And I'm gonna hit the mercenary with the soul, but then I made the mistake that I always make, is that I got impatient and hit without aiming right at the survivor, and I ended up hitting the chair once again. But thankfully, like with Berserker, I recovered very fast, so I still managed to hit the coordinator before she even has a chance to use her flare gun. And the coordinator is gonna go down pretty fast, and now I'm prepared to camp her again, but this time, like, even though I missed a perfect opportunity to down a mercenary, but right now the mercenary cannot come and save alone, because like right now I can down anyone who comes to save with a soul and a normal attack. So you'll see that the survivors decided to not risk not risk that they can dodge the soul, and instead they sent both the seer and the mercenary to come and save, which is something you always see. Like, two survivors come to save one is something you always see when saving from a feaster. Anyways, I'm gonna hit the mercenary once with the soul and hit the seer with my normal attack. So yeah, because X-Boy's camping skill isn't as strong as a feaster, because it can only double hit one survivor. It cannot like potentially double hit a lot of times. But I'm gonna down the coordinator once again, because I estimated where the coordinator would be and adjusted where the soul would spawn. And I'm finally going to eliminate the coordinator. And right now it's pretty like, I'm in a pretty good spot right now, because even though there are 2 ciphers left, the mercenary is down and it will take a while to heal up. The seer and the perfumer are both at half health, so I'm in a pretty good spot. And I guess that someone would be at a cipher behind the shack, because that's like where I left, and I was right, because the perfumer came over to the cipher behind the shack. And I'm gonna, like you can see, I'm gonna make another mistake over here. Because like I spawned the tree, but I ended up missing the soul at a close distance, and I ended up like I chose not to go and break the pallet and force the perfumer to leave, because I figured that by waiting out my soul's cooldown time, it's pretty much a guaranteed hit. So I just waited around and downed the perfumer as soon as I had my souls available again. And the perfumer is gonna be chaired a second time, but by now the seer has healed up already. And while I'm chairing the perfumer over here, I saw the seer running towards the cipher behind the shack, so I immediately used a soul to hit him once before he had a chance to dodge. And I'm not gonna go behind the shack to chase him, because like if I get too greedy and too impatient try to down the seer like may run into the shack and vault out of the window to save the perfumer. So I decided to just stand in front of the perfumer and wait for the perfumer to be eliminated before I go after the seer. And I'm gonna wait for a while, and the perfumer is gone, and now I'm gonna go after the seer. Because like I really don't want to risk, because it will be a big pain if the seer managed to save the perfumer in half health. Anyways, I'm gonna continue to chase the seer over here, and at this point I did not know whether the ciphers are already done or not. But you can see that I used up all my sticks right just now when I'm chasing the survivors by the shack, and I ended up using them all. But thankfully there is a stick right behind at the seaside, and again I'm gonna plant the tree and hit the seer, and the seer's gonna go down, and right now I'm again like pretty much it's a really guaranteed win, because the mercenary is in half health, meaning that he's also going to risk going down if he comes to save, and no one left is decoding. And I estimated that the mercenary probably ran to decode the cipher behind the shack, because earlier I heard that cipher is around half done, and it ended up that I was right, and the mercenary was indeed at that cipher. But unfortunately I made a misjudgment, because the mercenary just used his elbow pads to bypass me and end up dashing right in front of the seer. But I managed to hit the mercenary with the soul, and I decided to just stand in front of the chair and wait for the mercenary to go down, because I don't want to risk like going behind the chair and having the mercenary run to save the seer from the other direction. And the mercenary is gonna go down, but when I try to chair the mercenary, like I saw there's no more ciphers, no more chairs nearby, so I decided to just like not waste everyone's time and just allow him to escape. Because in this match I only need a tie anyways, so I decided to let the mercenary get out for the dungeon, and that's game. So this is my exploit video, hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya!